Well, good morning, guys. What I have here are a couple of slabs of black oak that I milled many moons ago. They've been air drying for a few years. I've flattened these with my router sled, and today I plan to turn them into a live edge shelf for my mother's bedroom. Now this one is just over 9 feet long, and I need 11 foot 4 altogether. So I'm going to graft what I need out of this one onto one end. First I'm going to rip this down to the right width, both of them, and then run them through the planer because it doesn't need to be 1.5 inches thick, and I need to take out all the marks from the router bit. Now she's wanting an 8 to 10 inch wide shelf, and you can see there's about 1.5 inches wow in this edge, so I'm going to kind of average it out. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, I think this is the end to get matched up. I'm going to square this off, and then we'll cut this down to match. I think that joint should be pretty easy to blend in. Obviously this one's quite a bit thicker, so I need to plane it down. The underside hasn't actually been surfaced, so I'll probably take most of it out of the bottom side. I just need to rip this one to width and length and get ready to put them together. All right, well, we're all glued up, and I'm going to run the track saw down here and just kind of straighten out this back edge. This is the bottom side of the shelf. I'm going to cut a 1 inch wide by 3/4 inch deep notch along this side, which will make sense when you see how I am going to install this. Now try and imagine this shelf is upside down, how it's going to be on the wall, but there's a decorative molding on the wall that's 1 inch thick. This is obviously not 1 inch thick, but this is going to set down on it. I'm going to domino into the top of the piece that's mounted to the wall, and then domino into this, and that's going to help support this. I'll put screws through the dominoes into the stud in the wall for support. Time to sand. Well, I sanded the bottom 80, 120, 220, and now I'm going to do the top. I'll probably actually do I'm going to clean up this live edge with a nylon wheel before I sand the top. Now everything is nice and dry here, I'm going to mix up some Rubio Monocoat, which is at a 3-to-1 mixture ratio. This mixture ratio isn't super critical because you can apply this without the accelerant. It just takes 3 times as long to cure. Let that soak in for a bit, and then I'm going to buff it with hopefully a white scour pad. Boy, I tell you, this Rubio Monocoat never disappoints, especially on this oak. Well, we are here at my mom's house, formerly known as my dad's shop. All right, well, here we are. This is the accent wall that the shelf is going to go on. I don't remember it being quite so tall, but it is what it is. I've started laying out where the studs are in the walls, and then I'm going to try and put biscuits into this top panel, and then I'm going to put countersunk screws through to the stud to add support so that it's not just trying to hang off of this piece of pine or whatever it is. So I'll finish laying out the studs and start doing some biscuits.
Sorry, I can't help with that.
Unfortunately, my watch can't help me lay these out. Hopefully I don't hit any nails with this. That would be bad. Now I'm going to countersink some screws. All right, well, I've set up my depth, or my distance away from the wall, and my depth so that I don't punch through this. And I've also widened the domino so that I've got a little wiggle room. So here goes nothing. I think I'm just going to round off this edge a little bit because there's some silicone on that wall that's going to interfere with that. Touching really hard right here, and I got a 1/2 inch gap on that end. All right, guys, well, it's been about 3 days since I hung this up, and it's actually quite a bit more solid than I was expecting it to be. I found these really cool cast iron shelf brackets on Amazon, and I don't know that it really needs them, but I think they're going to look kind of neat here, so I'm going to go ahead and throw these on real quick. And hopefully my mom's got some touch-up paint, because my painter's tape really did a number on these walls, so hopefully I can touch it up and have this thing 100% done right now. We'll see. I may swap these out. Yeah, I don't like those screws, but these little brackets are sure neat.